The revival of August Wilson's Joe Turner's Come and Gone returns to Broadway, starring Taraji P. Henson and Cedric the Entertainer. I had a chance to talk with the director of Joe Turner's Come and Gone, the legendary Debbie Allen. What is it like to be back directing on Broadway?
Oh my God, it's incredible for me. This particular production, this play, August Wilson, this cast, my creative team, it's like everything I really could ever dream has come together. You know, it started with Denzel Washington, who has committed to filming all of August's work, and he had asked me to direct. And I was like, oh yeah, put me in, coach, I'm ready. And then he said, well, what about doing the play first? And I said, are you serious? Yes, let's do that. He said, then that we can just keep building from there. So this has been an extraordinary journey for me to do the deep dive on August, the history, and finding these wonderful characters and creating my own vision of what I wanted to see. So this has been wonderful for me to work with my creative team, developing this set with David Gallo. Oh, Steve Barganetti. Actually, Felicia told me about him. She said, oh, I don't know if you'll get him, he's always busy. I called him and he was so excited to come and work on this project.
That's great.
And he's like encyclopedic in his ability as a musician, but also in his knowledge of the history of the blues. And the blues to me is very important, as I've implemented it into the show in a different way than I've ever seen.
Tell me how you've done that and the musical elements that are in this.
Oh, that was wonderful because I had all these ideas of a lot of things, of the music of it all. And that was such a big influence for August. So I felt like, you know, we have to beckon every element of him into the process. And so we worked right in the rehearsal room. Steve would be with me and I would say, you know, where it would start. And then we just massaged the music along with the words, and he wrote it, and it was incredible.
I love how you're surrounded by and bringing everybody in, and then the cast that you have.
The cast is incredible. Taraji P. Henson is so wonderful to work with every day. She came in with such enthusiasm. I mean, when she wasn't in the scene, she was the best audience for the scene. But she brought such nuance to her portrayal as Bertha, and warmth and energy. Cedric the Entertainer, people have been just so surprised to see him play this part, which is, you know, the poetry of August Wilson, the language, but also so grounded and still brings that humor, but the heart. Joshua Boone as Loomis, he was my dream come true. I've been trying to get my hands on Joshua since I met him. I tried to get him on Grey's Anatomy. He said he didn't want to do that. You know, I said, oh God, when I called him on this, he went, I'm in. Oh, wow. I'm so in. Ruben Santiago, oh my God. His storytelling is just amazing. And so every night, they all bring it.
When you are brought in to direct something like this, does your mind go 24/7, like you're always thinking of what else you want to do? How do you pull all of that together?
I don't sleep very much when I'm working like this.
Yeah.
Because my mind is full. And I'm always thinking of not just what we could do better, but what else it might need. Mm-hmm. So it's like my mind is focused on what this is, and channeling August Wilson is a big deal. It's really a big deal. Mm-hmm. And I've had the luxury of his wife, Constanza, to be in rehearsals. You know, my rehearsals are closed.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody in our rehearsals because it's our private time for us to stumble, fall down, be great, be terrible, whatever. But Constanza came and was with us for like several days, you know, and I make them warm up. You know, I put them through some paces.
I'm sure, I feel like you do.
Cedric was out there dancing, Ruben. I mean, I had them going across the floor, and Constanza jumped up with us too.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, Constanza, who is, you know, August's beautiful wife and the keeper of the legacy, was very much there in the room with us and was feeling so good about where we were going. That gave me a lot of confirmation. And and her ideas were always so welcome.
What's it like to get a phone call from Denzel and saying like, "Hey, want you to do this, please"? I feel like that's a lot of pressure.
Well, okay, let's turn it around. Denzel is like my brother.
Okay.
We came up at Woody King's New Federal Theater together.
Yes, that's
he,
true.
Felicia, and I.
Okay.
He was doing Malcolm X, and I was doing.
So he should be nervous asking you.
Well, no, let me just say this. Before he directed Fences, I talked Denzel into directing Grey's Anatomy. I said, come on, baby,
Okay.
come on over here. This will be a warm-up for you. Because if you can do this in 9 days, you're gonna kill it when you got like 24, 30 day, whatever. He said, all right, Debbie, I'm gonna say yes, but don't tell anybody. So we kept it a secret, and he came. Boy, you should have been at that table read when he walked in that door. So I was kind of like his right hand as he was doing that, because television, you know, we might shoot 6 pages. In movies, you might do 2 or 3. He's like, Debbie, what is this 6 page? I said, Denzel, this is the pace of this is how we work. But no, I love him, and I love his commitment. He's such an incredible actor. I was never expecting to be on the list, and I was really very, very excited to be on his list, and that he appreciated me as a director. He sees my craft.
What does Broadway mean to you, Debbie?
I'm a Broadway baby. Let's just put it that way. I came out of Howard University, and Broadway and the dance concert world was what I was looking for. I got off, Felicia was with me, I got out of the van, and I didn't have any shoes because they were all packed in boxes. And my barefoot, I stepped, and it was Broadway, that was the street. And Felicia says, oh my God, stop right now, something is happening, something's happening. So Broadway is a place where you come to really say, here I am, world, that's what it is, here we are.